The female reproductive system consists of organs that work together to produce and transport egg cells, support fertilization and gestation, and give birth. The primary reproductive organs are the ovaries, which are responsible for producing and releasing egg cells, or ova, during ovulation. In this video, we will explore women's egg cell functions and differences between young and aged egg cells under the microscope. By the way, welcome to our channel. Don't forget to thumb up and subscribe. The female reproductive system is a complex and intricate system of organs that work together to facilitate human reproduction. The reproductive system includes both internal and external organs that play crucial roles in the process of pregnancy and childbirth. The ovaries, which are located on either side of the uterus, are responsible for producing and releasing egg cells, oocytes, into the fallopian tubes. Each month, one of the ovaries releases an egg cell in a process called ovulation. The egg cell then travels through the fallopian tube towards the uterus, where it may become fertilized by sperm cells. The uterus is a pear-shaped muscular organ that is responsible for supporting the growth and development of a fetus during pregnancy. The inner lining of the uterus, known as the endometrium, thickens each month in preparation for a potential pregnancy. If fertilization occurs, the fertilized egg cell implants itself in the endometrium and begins to grow. The cervix is the narrow passage at the lower end of the uterus that connects it to the vagina. It plays a crucial role in pregnancy by keeping the developing fetus inside the uterus until it is ready to be born. The vagina is the muscular tube that extends from the cervix to the outside of the body. It serves as the birth canal during childbirth, allowing the baby to pass through and exit the body. Egg cells are the largest cells in the human body and are essential for fertilization and the development of a viable embryo. The female reproductive system and egg cells play an essential role in human reproduction, and are subject to a variety of complex physiological processes and potential complications. Women's egg cells. Women's egg cells, also known as ova or oocytes, are reproductive cells that are produced by the female reproductive system. These cells are responsible for fertilization by sperm and the creation of a zygote, which develops into an embryo and eventually a fetus. Unlike men, who continuously produce sperm throughout their lives, women are born with a fixed number of egg cells that are stored in their ovaries. These cells mature and are released in a process called ovulation, which occurs approximately once a month during a woman's menstrual cycle. The quality and quantity of a woman's egg cells can affect her fertility and ability to conceive. As women age, their egg cells may become less viable, leading to a decline in fertility and an increased risk of genetic abnormalities in any offspring. Various factors, such as genetics, lifestyle, and environmental factors, can also impact the quality and quantity of a woman's egg cells. Women may consider various fertility treatments, such as egg freezing or in vitro fertilization, IVF, to increase their chances of conception. Why women should give birth at a younger age? Doctors often advise women to give birth at a younger age, rather than delaying pregnancy until later in life, because the quality of a woman's egg cells can decline as she ages. This decline in quality can make it more difficult to conceive and increase the risk of pregnancy complications. As women age, their egg cells can become damaged or develop chromosomal abnormalities, which can affect their ability to fertilize and develop into healthy embryos. This can lead to a higher risk of miscarriage, stillbirth, and genetic disorders in offspring. In addition, the quantity of a woman's egg cells also decreases as she ages. This means that older women may have fewer eggs available for fertilization, and those eggs that remain may be of lower quality. Young egg cells. Under a microscope, a young woman's egg cell appears as a large, round structure with a dark center called the nucleus. Surrounding the nucleus is a clear cytoplasm that contains various organelles and structures, including mitochondria, which provide energy for the cell, and the zona pellucida, a protective layer that surrounds the egg cell. When an egg cell is released during ovulation, it is swept up by the fallopian tube and begins its journey towards the uterus. If it is fertilized by a sperm cell, The egg cell undergoes various changes that prevent other sperm from penetrating it and fuse the genetic material of the sperm and egg, forming a zygote. If fertilization does not occur, the egg cell will eventually disintegrate and be shed from the body during menstruation. Aged egg cells. As women age, the quality and quantity of their egg cells can decrease, and this can be observed under a microscope. Aged egg cells can appear smaller and more irregularly shaped than those of younger women, with a darker and more granular cytoplasm. Older egg cells may also have a higher incidence of chromosomal abnormalities, which can make it more difficult for them to be fertilized and result in viable pregnancies. This is because the genetic material within the egg cell can become damaged or degraded over time. As a woman approaches menopause, which typically occurs between the ages of 45 and 55, her supply of egg cells becomes depleted and her menstrual cycles become less frequent. This marks the end of her reproductive years, as she is no longer able to conceive naturally. 2 egg cell differences under a microscope. In this video shows 2 egg cells, one from a 39-year-old woman and one from a 23-year-old woman. The older egg cell appears to have a rough cell wall, low vitality, low quality, and a high cytoplasm density. The cytoplasm is the fluid within the cell that contains organelles and other components necessary for cell function. In the case of the older egg cell, the cytoplasm appears to be less clear and more densely packed than the cytoplasm of the younger egg cell. In contrast, the younger egg cell has a smooth cell wall, high vitality, high quality, and a more lucid cytoplasm. This indicates that the egg cell is healthy and has a good chance of developing into a viable embryo if fertilized. The video provides a clear visual representation of the impact of age on egg cell quality. As women age, the quality of their egg cells decreases, making it more difficult to conceive and increasing the risk of pregnancy complications. The differences in the appearance of the 2 egg cells in the video reflect the changes that occur as a woman ages, and highlight the importance of considering age when trying to conceive. Overall, the video serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of maintaining reproductive health and considering the impact of age on fertility. By emphasizing the value of healthy, high-quality egg cells, the video underscores the importance of taking steps to preserve fertility and reproductive health, especially as women age. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay safe.